Some deals feel too good to be true. Ours was. And by the time we figured that out, there were strangers watching our bedroom window from the street. My wife Zalara and I had been renting a 2-bedroom apartment near Decatur for almost 4 years. We were tired. Tired of the landlord, tired of thin walls, tired of paying someone else's mortgage. So when we found that listing on Glenwood Avenue in East Atlanta, right off the Beltline Trail, we didn't think twice. The price was stupid low. I mean, embarrassingly low for that area. The realtor, this guy named Pruitt, told us the previous owner had some family emergency and basically vanished. Left furniture behind and everything. That should have been our first sign. But we were excited, you know? First house. We closed in like 3 weeks. Yeah, we picked up Red Bulls from the Kroger on Moreland Avenue and stayed up 2 nights straight, just painting the living room. Zalara kept playing the same playlist on her phone. Bruno Mars, I think. We were happy, genuinely happy. The first month was just regular renovation stuff. Dusty, exhausting, kind of fun. Until I pulled up the old carpet in the back bedroom. There was a loose floorboard under the padding near the closet. I wouldn't have even noticed it, except my knee hit it wrong, and it shifted. I pried it up, thinking maybe there was water damage underneath. Instead, there was a metal lockbox. Gray, the size of a shoebox, not locked. Inside were printed photographs, dozens of them, all taken from the street outside. Our house. Different times of day, different seasons over the past year or so. And underneath the photos, folded notebook paper with handwritten notes. Our closing date was circled in red ink on one of them. I just sat there on the floor for a while. I didn't call Zalara in right away. I don't know why. I just sat there holding these photos of our own house like an idiot. That night, around 11, I noticed a car idling out front. Silver sedan. No lights on. Just sitting there. I watched it from the upstairs window for almost 20 minutes before it finally drove off slow. Like no reason to rush slow. Next morning it was parked 2 houses down. We called Pruitt. He told us he didn't know anything about any previous issues. Said the seller had just relocated. Then he stopped returning our calls. The notes started showing up under the doormat maybe 2 weeks later. Block letters, much no handwriting you could trace. Said stuff like, "Leave what doesn't belong to you," and "You know what's inside." We didn't know anything. That was the terrifying part. We had no idea what they thought we had. Then Zalara's cousin, who works in a county office in Fulton, found something online. A federal case. The guy who sold us the house had been running some kind of identity theft operation out of the basement. Credit cards, social security numbers, bank accounts. Dozens of victims across Georgia and Tennessee. He skipped town right before the feds moved in. The people he stole from thought their documents and money were still hidden somewhere in our walls. And they had been watching the place the whole time we thought we got a deal. We called the Atlanta Police Department, filed a report. Well, they sent someone out, took the lockbox, took the photos, told us to document everything. That did basically nothing for how we felt at night. Every sound in that house became something. The floorboards in the hallway, the way the kitchen pipes knocked after midnight, the motion sensor light in the backyard that kept triggering on nothing. Zalara started sleeping with her phone in her hand. I started sleeping with a flashlight under my pillow like that made any sense. We never got more than maybe 2 hours straight after that, just lying there listening. We moved out 4 months later, stayed with Zalara's mom in Lithonia while we figured things out. Left most of the furniture because we didn't want to be in that house long enough to load a truck properly. But I still don't know if they ever found what they were looking for in the walls. Part of me thinks whatever it was It wasn't in the house at all. That maybe the whole thing was something else. I don't know what that means exactly. I just know that some nights I still catch myself listening for a car engine sitting too long outside. And I always check under the doormat now, every single time.